As you know, we've gathered for the award awareness session by IEEE Link, and today we'll be exploring more about the prestigious IEEE MGA Larry K. Wilson Award. We are pleased to welcome the speaker of the session, Mr. Ali Mustafa, IEEE Collaborator Ambassador and the recipient of IEEE MGA Larry K. Wilson Regional Student Volunteer Award for IEEE Region 10 in 2020. With his experience and expertise, you will gain a valuable insight on the criteria and evaluation process for this meritorious award. Without further introduction, let me hand over the session to our speaker. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Hello, everyone. My name is Ali Mustafa. Let's get started. So I'll quickly share my screen and we'll get started. The session covers a wide range of topics. So yeah, it's going to be definitely helpful if you're looking forward to kind of explore awards and also explore collaborative text. We'll talk about that also a little bit. So let me quickly share my screen. I hope you're able to see my screen. Let's see in the chat. Give me a thumbs up, everyone, if you can see my screen. Yeah, I know my screen is visible because I'm looking on the different screen where I can see my screen visible. I just want to see if you all are there. So mention thumbs up in the chat and let me know if you're there. Either on YouTube or here in the Zoom chat. I hope you all are able to chat, right? I see a good number of participants, so let's see. Looks like I'm not able to see the messages, is it? Okay. Okay, I see a thumbs up. Okay, cool. So that is awesome. My name is Ali Mustafa, and I started my journey when I was very young. Right now, I obviously my tagline is I build a network. I'm Google for Education certified trainer, and I work at Postman as a senior developer advocate. That's what I do currently. Apart from being a lead ambassador for IEEE. I've been an IEEE member for 4 years, and I continue to do so. I was a student member, and now I'm a YP, and I currently serve SBs directly. So I believe in working with SBs directly. So I connect with a lot of student branches and deliver technical sessions, non-technical sessions, and help them kind of like follow the vision of IEEE and drive their SB and enable them to connect with different speakers of different ranges. Speaking is what I love, and hence I talk a lot, and you know that by the end of the session. You can see some of these images. These are the events which I conducted in 2017, 18, 19, and 20, before the pandemic. And then there are some events which I conducted literally after the pandemic. The one which you see here on the right hand side is the one. So yeah, it has been a pleasure. And yeah, IEEE Collaborative, I've been got multiple sessions earlier on and shared about my journey in IEEE. And this was one of the photos which I submitted as an application, in my application to share the impact which I'm kind of creating via IEEE as well. I'll tell you a fun fact about that photo actually, at the very end. But yeah, remember that photo. Awesome. So yeah, that's about myself. About the award, I'll definitely talk. I was also the winner of IEEE Into Focus 2019. I won the grand prize, in networking section and won $50. You remember the photo I saw you? That photo won me to $50. So yeah, even in IEEE, even clicking a good photo will give you, some dollars. Just joking, but yeah, definitely there are opportunities which you miss exploring, and if you kind of explore these opportunities, in a better way, then definitely you will be able to kind of reap the benefits, right? And there are not just 1-2 awards available in the IEEE segment. There are actually a lot of awards which are there. And as you kind of grow up, you will realize that awards are more of a
Hello,
recognition
sir.
that happens. Yes.
Sir, I guess there is some issue with your network. Your voice is actually a bit interrupted.
Oh, is it? Okay. Give me a moment.
I think there are certain clarity issues.
Is there any break in voice? Okay, just give me a moment. I'll switch my microphone in that case. Is this any better or it is same?
Sir, can you speak a bit more?
Yeah, this voice check, are you able to hear me properly now, or is
Yes,
it
yes,
the
yes.
same as before?
I think this is better audible.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, about that. Obviously, as I told you, right, there was a photo which I submitted, which kind of won me $250 as a prize of IEEE into Focus in 2019. So yeah, even clicking photo is something which can kind of give you out some prizes from IEEE site as a challenge. We'll definitely share about how you can submit your photos and basically win these awards. But yeah, I'll also kind of talk about how I discovered these opportunities, right? How did I know that if I submit my photo, I'll get awarded and I'll win $250? And that was quite a lot of money in 2019, and then I was able to redeem it and buy something, for tech gadget for myself. If you ever feel, you need some motivation, I also have a TEDx talk, which I delivered when I was 20. So you can go and watch about it. It's about crowdsourcing and, Google crowdsource and machine learning in general. That will definitely help you out. Awesome. So enough about myself. Let's get started. The session is divided into three parts. We start with IEEE awards, how to find them, how to apply. Then we talk about a Larry Kevlinson Award, and how to kind of go about it, how to prepare your application, what are the key details required, and what are the tips or how I submitted my application. And then IEEE Collaborative, how I discover other opportunities apart from the awards which are already present. You'll also see a small demo of IEEE Collaborative, which comes as a part of your membership. Even it is available for non-members, and if you are not an IEEE member, it is still a beneficial platform for you to go and connect with the researchers and like-minded people. It's like a Facebook for IEEE. It's awesome. You can directly connect one-on-one with amazing folks out there, and who support your cause and provide you critical feedback, which happened with me a lot of times. Awesome. So when we talk about IEEE awards, IEEE awards are a main way to recognize their volunteers' hard work throughout the year. So whenever you are kind of working out throughout the year, obviously it is essential that you are recognized for your efforts, and that's what exactly IEEE awards enable you to do. It enables you to kind of get that recognition. Obviously, no one works for awards, but then if you have worked throughout the year, it is essential that you go ahead and apply to these, conferences and basically awards and get accepted or at least get nominated, because this will play a very critical role when you are kind of applying to study outside, and it validates your volunteering effort. So that's why IEEE awards are something which you should definitely be a lookout on if you are a hardworking volunteer, because it will definitely increase your chances, of getting more recognized in the community. And also at the same time, it will, give you that feeling of pride that you have been awarded by IEEE, to, be the best volunteer or the best student branch. And, there are so many awards which we can go on and on about. But that is the whole idea about IEEE awards. It's to recognize the hardworking volunteers, right? So yeah. So we have awards in multiple categories. You can actually go ahead to this particular website, students.ieee.org, and that will actually give you an idea about all the awards which is there for IEEE students. So let's go to this website and let's actually check this out. If you have never visited this website, it is specially designed for students in IEEE. And if you are a student, then definitely you should go here and you can check out this website. It definitely kind of talks about your benefits. You can kind of go ahead, join the community. You can actually check out a lot of stuff which is kind of added here, etc., etc. We are interested more in the awards, so you can go here and you can see SAC Awards program, and you can see all the awards which are kind of present here, which is provided under the SAC committee. You can also go here and you can see contest for students, which is kind of basically updated from time to time. And you can also see professional awards, and you can see, other committees and events, etc., etc. So let's go to SAC Awards, and let's go to, Larry Kibbles Regional Activities Award. And here you can actually see on the website, this is basically the award title. This is what it is called as. And then here you can see eligibility criteria. Nominees must be student members of IEEE at the time of accomplishment. And they should be, they should not be RSR, because they obviously have a much more influence. The nomination is very, very simple. So you can be kind of nominated by a branch counselor, section chair, section SAC or other IEEE volunteers. I was nominated by Hussein Hadi sir. I'll talk about more about, nomination and, other things as we talk much more in detail. And then you have to complete the nomination via the portal. And there are questions, and you have to submit a PDF, which is basically a testament to your work which you have done. So you have to prepare it in a way which can collect all the information, and do not go overboard with the number of pages and the information presented. You can obviously provide external links, but try to accommodate as much details as you can inside that video, and that is definitely going to kind of help you, with your application. I also wanted to kind of, share that I included a lot of images in these PDFs, but I also hyperlinked some of the images which I could not include, and that is very essential to understand. If you include images, it takes a lot of space, right? And you are missing out on writing stuff. And that's why it's essential that you can go ahead and you can kind of include like 1, 2 images, and then the rest you can add it as a, like a public URL, a Google Drive or a Google Photos link, so that they can kind of go and, watch it if they are curious. I also collected feedback from students from my sessions, and I added them in an Excel sheet and literally provided some graphs around it, how students like my sessions, what kind of topics I covered, etc., which gave my application more weightage than other students. So these were like the two key differentiators in my case, which I feel kind of played a very major role in me getting the award. One being able to kind of convey that information. Obviously, a lot of us do a lot of hard work throughout the year, but the way to represent them, it is very critical and it is very essential. And number two, all the activities we have done, you saying that you did good work, it's okay, it's good. But then someone else saying that you did good work, that's something which is more valuable and which is more appreciated, because if you are able to collect, feedback from the students, from the SB members, and attach it as a part of your application, that definitely plays, very critical role, as your, feedback is given by other people as well, right? And then you can see deadline is 31st March of every year, but at our time, the deadline was extended because it was COVID. And I, literally saw me battling, myself to kind of fill up the application real quickly. And then I got an email that, hey, the deadline has been extended by some time, so I can fill out the application later. But it is not always extended. So keep this deadline, basically, as like your final deadline to submit your application. I always recommend you set a deadline for yourself before this date. Let's say 10, 15 days before this, so that you don't have a last moment rush to get the reviews in, to kind of do everything else as well. Okay. Now you can see that the evaluation criteria is also very important to understand, because this is something which kind of, which the jury is looking at, right? So it's not just one person who's deciding a winner. There is a jury who is deciding the winner. And the jury should be able to kind of read your application and be able to be convinced that this is the student who has put in amazing efforts, and we would want to award this student, right? So, it should be in a way that if you design your application in a much better desirable way, then in that case, the whole jury would be in your favor, right? So it's very essential that you can kind of go ahead and read through all of this, right? The IEEE involvement, participation in IEEE events, accomplishment of volunteer at a student branch, section, and regional level, efforts to ease the continuity of activities, initiatives, contributions, and impact related within IEEE. These are like amazing pointers to note of. Now, a lot of students ask me or tell me that, hey, Ali, I've never traveled outside my section, right? All 4 years, it was very difficult for me to travel outside my section and work. And at the same time, I'm not even kind of traveled regionally, right? To other countries to contribute. And that's the problem, like with me also. Like I've never done an international trip. Okay. I've delivered all my sessions across India, in different SBs, in different, sections, but I've never traveled outside India to deliver it, at different places. and also not attend regional events outside India, because that's difficult. You need a lot of funds to kind of go attend these events, and it's not always feasible for us students to kind of do that, right, inter-regional level. So it's okay. Don't feel that that is the criteria which is going to hold you back. As I told you, my contribution was like literally very less when it came to regional level. My major contribution was in the student branch and section and multi-section level, right? So I had like, Kerala section, Hyderabad section, where I used to deliver regular talks about different technologies, and deliver kind of workshops across different SBs. I used to participate in different conferences. So basically participation, then, volunteer, involvement as a volunteer, and then IEEE involvement. Basically, we used to kind of design proper like workbooks and deliver IEEE COD sessions. I'll talk about them later. So all of this kind of counts towards your application. And you know that it's almost time. It's March, so this time it's time to kind of go ahead and prepare your application. I always say this: there will be no right time to judge yourself and say that, hey, I am ready for applying for Larry Wilson. No. If you feel you have done enough work, then please go ahead and apply. A lot of people self-reject themselves. Like, they are like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not going to apply. Well, that makes, that literally takes you out of the league yourself, right? You are not even rejected by any other people. It's you who rejected yourself, and then you're not even applying. So don't do that. I personally believe that obviously I won because my application was good, but at the same time, I won because I feel a lot of potential people who could have got the award might have not applied. Okay, because they might not know about the award, because they might feel that they might have self-rejected themselves. So it's very essential that you clear that doubt that winning and losing is not actually the goal. When you are kind of applying for awards, it's actually kind of going back the memory lane and understanding how your IEEE journey has been. If you ask me today, Haley, are you happy with your IEEE membership? I'd be saying yes, I am happy. And why is that? Because till the time I was not applying for an award, I did not even know how many SBs I visited. I did not know how many events I participated. Okay, all the photos, it was buried in my folders. I did not even look at them. But when I prepared for Larry Wilson Award, and I was like, okay, let's go down the memory lane, understand what I did as an IEEE member in these 2 years. I was so much excited myself that, hey, this is what I have accomplished, right? And yeah, even if I don't get an award, I'm fine with it, because whatever I've accomplished, I'm able to go down and I'm able to kind of present it. I've literally kept that PDF till now, and I literally share it with SBs when I'm going there and delivering sessions, because it's just a testament of my achievements to myself, that is what I have been able to kind of do over the period of time, and being able to kind of accomplish that much is an award to myself, right? Regardless of what jury thinks. So that is something which is very important to note down. Now you might be asking, okay, what is the prize? Okay, so the prize is a plaque, a digital certificate, and 3 years of complimentary membership in IEEE. And then the presentation usually happens at like at a location where they are kind of presenting in a regional event. But unfortunately, I was in the COVID era, so I did not get facilitated at a regional event. Instead, I got my award delivered at my home. They waited for a long time. I guess they almost waited for a year to make it happen, but it did not happen. So they sent me the award, by post, and I was able to kind of unbox it and see it myself. But now that everything is offline, you will receive it. Like you can go ahead and collect it. I know that's a different feeling altogether to go on a stage and collect an award, etc. So yeah, that is something which you should definitely look at. Also, you can see here award results. So you can see past results, and I recommend you to kind of go ahead and have a look at that, and also reach out to these people and ask them, okay, how did you, what is it that you did different to win this award, right? Everyone will have their own advice. Learn from them, and then prepare your application, right? So you can see here, if you see your R10, you can see, all the awards. branch awards, etc. You can filter them out, by the way, and you can filter them out by region. You can filter them out by name. So I guess you can see my name here, Ali Mustafa, IEEE Kerala Award. And by the way, I was the first person to win it in IEEE Bombay section. So that was quite an achievement for myself. And you can see this was my SB when I was kind of representing year 2020. So you can definitely reach out to other people by searching their name. I usually kind of tend to search by the award name and then discover other people who have kind of won in this category to kind of get their opinion. Awesome. Now you will be like, okay, that's good, but is there other awards which I can apply? Well, definitely. So see, as I told you, that is like one major award which is there, but then it is not the end of the story. Every society, every chapter has its own set of awards. Every section, even every section, and then there is like regional level awards as well, which are basically provided by different bodies, which you can kind of keep an eye on. A very good example is Computer Society, PS Society. They both have their own awards in their own segments, which you can kind of explore and apply for. Larry Gibbonson is obviously one award, but then apart from that, there are multiple awards which you can win throughout your journey, and definitely go ahead and participate and apply in these societies as well. Awesome. So if I talk about Computer Society, because I've worked very closely with Computer Society, there are kind of 4 awards which you can apply for. Richard A. Mervyn Student Scholarship. There are two times you can win this award, in spring or in fall. So you can apply basically, not win. 2 times you can apply in the year for this award. There are 2 cycles. You can apply in any one of them. I actually have a golden pin of IEEE ECS. When I was visiting Goa and I was delivering the talk, at a conference. So yeah, something you can definitely have a look at. And there's Lance Stanford Larson Student Activities Award, which you can have a look at. And there's Upsilon, Pi Award, which you can also have a look at. Awesome. PES also has multiple awards, as I told you, so you can see, but again, there are different, like changes, and you can kind of go ahead and look at that on the website, as I mentioned before. So every society would definitely have their own set of awards, which you can kind of curate and look at. So explore based on your profile, based on the societies you're part of, based on your interests, etc., and that should definitely be beneficial to you. Awesome. So about myself, I only won 1 award in my lifetime, 2 awards in my lifetime in IEEE specifically. One was IEEE Into Focus and one was Larry Kivilson. So basically, I've already talked about the award, and this is the plague, how it looks like. On the left-hand side, you can see me wearing the IEEE collaborative tee with the plague. The plague is amazing. It's wooden and, with the golden, bar across it. It's a very unique piece. I still have it hanging by the wall at my home. And then this is the certificate which you get with the plague, which you can kind of keep, as a part of your award. Yeah, a very, I would give a very huge shout out to my mentors, like Mika Ben, Dr. Hussain Mahdi sir, and Dr. Samin Nanibodekar. These 3 played a very key role in me getting an award, and that's because they helped me through every stage of kind of applying, nominating, and playing a critical role in my journey altogether. I've been a huge fan of all of them, and definitely they have helped me become who I am. In terms of IEEE, and overall guided me to the right path. Choose your mentor wisely and choose the best mentors available. I highly recommend you to reach out to people. If you do not have a mentor yet, it's very essential to have a mentor who can, go and look at your application. See, when I was writing my application, I was just noting down everything. And then Mega came in and Mega was like, hey, Ali, these are the things you might want to change. These are the things you might want to rephrase, paraphrase, because this just look very direct, add the number of students you impacted, add, XYZ details. And that gave me a lot, a lot of perspective in how to create an application, and basically, go all in while kind of sharing about you and yourself. I was also pretty shy of writing about what I did, because yeah, I was like, why should I kind of go ahead and brag about myself, right? But then I was part of I'm Remarkable group, which kind of promotes you sharing about your achievement. And if it is your achievement, it's not a brag. If it is true, it's not a brag. So it's absolute. You can definitely kind of mention everything and anything which relates to IEEE and also outside IEEE. So there was a section which also prompted you to kind of show your leadership, outside IEEE as well, right? What do you do outside IEEE? So I was writing an answer, and in that I was including other contributions which I have made to the student community. So yeah, start your journey today. Like start with the Google Doc. I highly recommend Google Doc because it's easy to add, comment, review, cancel, strike, see the word limit. Word limit is important. So yeah, all of that happens really well on Google Docs. So go ahead, start your journey. Start with writing answers to each question, and then making your PDF ready for the work. Take some review, take help of mentors who are available. And then, I feel you would ace your journey and apply to become a Larry Evans number one. Awesome. So that was like the overall, idea around this. I also have a small video about IEEE Collaborative, which kind of covers about how IEEE Collaborative played a very important role in overall discovering this award, and also kind of winning the IEEE Into Focus award, which I shared about in the very start, which got me around $250. So let me quickly reshare with the audio on. Awesome.
IEEE Collaboratech, engineered to help you discover, connect, and collaborate.
Okay, so the first part, of what is IEEE Collaboratech. IEEE Collaboratech is an amazing platform, right? Now the motto, you can see the three main items which IEEE Collaboratech helps you to do is discover opportunities, discover people, connect. Don't just discover, connect with the people, connect with the opportunities. If you're discovering opportunities, apply, right? And collaborate. So don't just kind of do it all alone. Bring your SB on Collaboratech, right? Playing all of your friends on Collaboratech, and then collaborate with them, collaborate with other sections, collaborate with multi-region, and kind of, you can achieve all of that, right? So yeah.
In the last year, I've realized what a powerful tool Collaboratech is. It started when I was trying to find out how to become an IEEE senior member. The city I live in doesn't have a big tech community. I didn't know who to ask. I posted a question to the Women in Leadership community.
Exactly. So you can see that the first, like when you talk about discovery, it just means, okay, you don't know about the award, you don't know about, anything. Like in that case, who do you ask? And if the mentors are not available, if you do not have local help, then it becomes very widespread if you go and ask on Facebook or LinkedIn to help you with something which is IEEE specific. So IEEE Collaboratech in that case definitely will help you because it's an IEEE led platform, and a lot of IEEE members ranging from student members to senior members and life members are present on the platform, and they will help you with any and all the queries you have regarding IEEE awards and in general anything about IEEE.
Community on IEEE Collaboratech, and I discovered that I already had all the requirements.
Now we talk about engineer to connect. So how do you connect with each other, and how do you kind of walk around on project ideas?
I'm a patent attorney specializing in new fabrication materials. Being able to share insights with others like me is very inspiring. Right away, I feel like I found my community. These are highly motivated technical experts who want to push the boundaries of what we can do.
IEEE Collaboratech is great for making connections. I develop lighting control systems for roadways. Through the technical communities,
so you can see that there are multiple technical communities which are there. For example, smart cities, IoT, and then IEEE CS, and you can join these communities and you can contribute your knowledge, or you can read through other materials and take inspiration for your next project.
I've networked with people all over the world. It may be for research, to discuss policy issues, to exchange ideas, for mentorship, or just to have a friend in the field.
And the last part is collaborate, right? So now you have discovered, you have connected. Now let's collaborate with one another.
I'm a graduate student focusing on data privacy, especially related to the Internet of Things. I can go to the IEEE Collaboratech community and say, I'd like to write a paper on this. What do you think? Not only do I get informed responses, I've actually found new collaborators. Right now, we're working on a paper on using blockchain technology to improve.
So you can see that you don't have to always work alone, right? If you have the right discovery with the right people, you can always take support from them, and you can provide support to them. And that's how it should work. And that's how the IEEE family works. So yeah, collaborate, and that plays a very essential role, via IEEE Collaboratech.
Cyber insurance.
I learned so much just by reading some of the discussions. It's helping me build the knowledge I need to advance in my career.
While browsing a community on Collaboratech, a member came across my research and asked, "How did you do that? I'm very interested." After 30 years in my field, I have experience and expertise I want to pass on. There are many young engineers using Collaboratech who can benefit from that knowledge sharing.
IEEE Collaboratech communities make it easy to follow discussions around technical topics. They can have a broad or a specialized audience, or you can create your own. You can reach out to individuals who have common interests for discussion or mentorship. Because it's a community of technology professionals, the discussions are always meaningful and productive.
I live in Bangladesh,
Taiwan,
Vancouver,
Bogota,
Tucson,
and now I have support.
a source of inspiration and feedback.
a way to share my ideas and experience.
A network I can rely on.
insights from all over the world.
IEEE Collaboratech, engineered to help you discover, connect, and collaborate.
Yeah, remember, discover, connect, and collaborate. Awesome. So I hope you kind of got to know about IEEE Collaboratech as a product. Obviously, networking plays a very, very key role. And for me, obviously, that has been the case, where I was able to kind of network with other folks and discover that, hey, I've done this, I've done that, and, discover what they have done and collaborate with them for projects. For example, half my friends I have today are basically through IEEE, because these folks met me at a conference, or they were working on a similar project which I was working on, and we became friends. And since then, we have been together. Networking plays a very, very vital role if you're applying for an award or you're just connecting with fellow IEEE members. Awesome. You can see this is me. If you kind of see, and you can see all the awards and trophies I'm having right now here on the table. And this is not just all, as you can see, it's not all, like part of only my achievements, but I say this is more or less part of the achievements of me and my fellow IEEE members, where I visited and delivered talks, etc., etc. You can see, like, there was no space to keep other items, but I have double this, and yeah, I have that many of, mementos and, awards, etc., etc. When I was kind of going through and applying. You can start your journey whenever you want to, but yeah, make sure you make a dent in the system when you are doing so. And there's always people who appreciate your work and support you, regardless. And as I told you, you don't need, all of that, politics to play a role. So I always say this, is if you are eligible and you have done good work, there's no one stopping you from applying. So go ahead and apply, and definitely you'll find people who will recommend you, who will nominate you, and because you have created a huge network of the IEEE family. Definitely, you should explore this opportunity to kind of get yourself recognized, in the IEEE family. Awesome. This is about IEEE itself. I talked about IEEE into focus. I was the winner in the 2019 year, in the networking category. So you can also be, a winner and participate in this competition. Remember, I did not know about this. I discovered this via IEEE Collaboratech. I was just, going around and having a look at Collaboratech. And I discovered, hey, submit your photos or submit, your life as an IEEE member and win an award. I was very curious. So I went ahead and I checked out, and it was like, okay, share your photo and you will win. 20, I guess $20 was the basic one, which was monthly. So every month there used to be like one small award, and then there should be a mega award at the end of the year. So I won both. I won the one in November, and I won one for 2019. So yeah, you can definitely kind of check it out and apply and discover more opportunities like this on Collaboratech. Apart from that, Collaboratech also offers you badges. So obviously award is like a big recognition, but apart from that, there are different badges which Collaboratech awards, which also will kind of make a difference on your profile. So you can participate in fun challenges. Like there was one which was running like a leaderboard challenge, which a lot of people participated in and kind of, became part of. So you can actually check this out and you can see the top 25 ranks. I was 23rd in that. As I participated and shared my knowledge and kind of, walked around clues. So it's also a fun experience. It's not just, it's not just about just going there and like, being inactive, but there's also like, a lot of different fun things like discover, take a clue, solve math questions and all of that, right? So all of that kind of plays a very critical role in you becoming an active member, and also to connect with others and get your badge and discover opportunities. Awesome. Apart from that, always add IEEE professional certifications. They definitely help you to kind of go ahead and they act as a testimony to your knowledge, and also plays a vital role when you are kind of applying for award, because they know that you have completed certificates from IEEE's learning portal. Remember, these certifications are free. So you can see I was kind of doing certifications around, growing your conference audience, IEEE conference publications overview, and then, how to develop your conference budget, how to kind of use Collaboratech, how to kind of go ahead and work with, your sponsorship, like the whole event management, etc. So you can see I did a total of 17 PDs. PD stands for personal development. PDH stands for personal development hours. So PDH is basically a unit which is used to kind of give you a measure of how much you have learned. And these PDs are actually useful in your academic career as well, because these are credits which you can actually redeem in your academic career. So I did a lot of these certifications over a period of time. And you can see this is page 1 of 2, and this is page 2 of 2. So I did all of these certifications free of cost, by the way, and from IEEE's network, and on PDs for them, and also included them as a part of my application when I was applying for Larry K. Wilson Award. So yeah, keep an eye. You can also do these. And you can see that I've literally done them, most of them in the month of from January to March, because I discovered that in January via Collaboratech. Awesome. So yeah, that's about that. Obviously you can go ahead and see the IEEE Collaboratech website in action. You can log in and you can kind of, create a free account if you're already a member, sign in and connect. And you can discover opportunities yourself. You can see there are good advantages of being an IEEE member and being part of Collaboratech. So you can do that as well. Lastly, before going ahead, I'll give you an opportunity to get some swags. I know everyone loves swags, right? Who doesn't love swags? So I'll give you an opportunity to earn some swags via Postman, where I work as a senior developer advocate. So I have like some awards, some swag kits which I have available to give you out. And if you want to learn and add something to your skill, then we have like a student expert course which you can do, and you can earn these 4 swag kits as a part of the giveaway. All the instructions are mentioned in this particular doc. So you can scan this QR code or go to this URL and participate in the challenge. Again, this is only for you folks who are participating in this session, and it will be valid till 10th of the March, and it is just a giveaway from Postman's side. So you can definitely upskill yourself and on that certificate. and also kind of get some free swags from Postman's site. So yeah, go ahead on this document. You can actually see the URL, and then you can register yourself. I'll share this URL with the organizer so that they can share it with you, and it will be beneficial for you. So yeah, that's about that. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to kind of answer, or you can connect with me on these platforms. I'm always happy to connect. So yeah, any questions? I'll be happy to take. Let's say it's just like I can take 2 questions, 2-3 questions, and then we are good.
You may please unmute yourself and ask the questions, or maybe use the chat box for posting the same.
Yes, more to work for me. I'll share the link tree with you folks in case you want to connect with me on other platforms. This actually has all my bio and everything. So yeah.
Sir, I assume there are no more doubts in that case. Then maybe then we can wind up.
Sure. Yeah, thank you so much, folks, for inviting me. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye. I'll
Yes,
hand
sir,
it over
sure.
to the host, not bye-bye.
Yes,
Okay.
sure, sir. Thank you, sir, for such a valuable session. I'm sure everyone was indeed able to gain an insight on the application process and criteria. As a token of our gratitude, we present to you a memento. We express our sincere gratitude on behalf of IEEE Link for such an enlightening and engaging session. Thank you, everyone, for being a part of the experience and for sparing your valuable time. With this, let us wind up today's session. Thank you.